This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Stacy Jensen. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900.
Welcome to News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Stacy Jensen. It's Wednesday, November 17th.
Well, the Nye County Sheriff's Office has arrested a Las Vegas woman for attempting to have District Attorney Chris Arabia prosecuted. The woman, identified as Chris Dane, falsely stated, according to the Sheriff's Office, that the DA was attempting to have her sign a statement against Attorney Ronnie Boscovich when she was terminated from the job at the District Attorney's office back in 2018. Boscovich is currently running against DA Chris Arabia for the District Attorney's seat here in Nye County. The pair has been named as subjects in a few legal matters in recent past. It's unclear what the relationship of the suspect has to Chris Dane has to either the district attorney or Ms. Boscovich.
On November 10, 2021, Chris Dane, age 55, of Las Vegas, made a statement to the Nye County Sheriff's Office alleging that in 2018 she was forced to sign an affidavit containing false statements against then Assistant District Attorney Ronnie Boscovich. Dane stated that Nye County District Attorney Chris Arabia and several of his deputy district attorneys offered her a job in the DA's office if she signed the affidavit and testified against Boscovich. She said she was not allowed to read the affidavit or make any corrections prior to signing. She further stated that when she later saw the signed affidavit, it contained information she did not agree with. Dane reported that after she refused to cooperate with Arabia and his office, they began getting angry with her and were actively retaliating against her. An investigation was started and revealed that Arabia's office had filed perjury charges against Dane in the Tonopah Justice Court, despite the fact that none of these actions identified within the charging document occurred in Tonopah or Nye County. They occurred in Clark County. On 11/3 of 2021, NCSO detectives executed a search warrant on the Nye County District Attorney's office and discovered several pieces of evidence relating to this case. The investigation revealed that Dane was aware of the contents of the affidavit and that she made corrections which were included in the final affidavit. This information demonstrated that Chris Dane's allegations against DA Chris Arabia and his staff were false and malicious. On November 15, 2021, Chris Dane turned herself in and was arrested at the Nye County Sheriff's Office and was booked for maliciously seeking a felony arrest or prosecution of DA Arabia and his staff. During the course of this investigation, several administrative issues were identified regarding Arabia and his staff's handling of the alleged allegations against Dane. These administrative issues will be referred to the Nevada State Bar Association and State of Nevada Ethics Commission for investigation, evaluation, and possible action.
And one person was transported to our local hospital after being struck by a vehicle on Pahrump's south side.
We received a report of a pedestrian motor vehicle accident involving a bicyclist in the area of Homestead and Navajo. As crews were responding, it was indicated that the vehicle may have left the scene. They arrived on location and confirmed that that vehicle was no longer on the site, and the pedestrian had sustained injuries that were consistent with a local transport to our local hospital.
Well, if you like muscle cars, then Circle K in Pahrump is the place to be every Friday night. That's where members of the local group called Muscle Cars of Pahrump meet to show off their rides. Rich Blackburn says the get-togethers are a great way to meet new people and a great opportunity to see some fantastic hot rods.
I started this about a year and a half ago, right during COVID, when everything was all shut down. So I wanted an outlet for people here in town just to do something at night. Everything was shut down, was nothing going on, so it just gave opportunity for people to get out and just be normal. You know, car guys get together and share the passion. What's unique about this is I keep it open for everybody, so no matter if you like imports or domestic, old muscle cars, it's open for everybody to come and just share the passion, enjoy each other's company, and show off what we have. We have pickup trucks and we have everything here, so you never know from week to week what you may see, may show up. Everything from exotic cars to just a Hyundai, you never know. So it makes it enjoyable for everybody. We keep it family oriented. You can tell there's a lot of kids here. I really go after the younger kids here in town, especially the high school kids who just been recently showing up and sharing the passion with us and getting them involved so they have an outlet to do here in town.
It's just a great place for friends and family to come meet and get to know the community.
I think it's awesome because you can see new vehicles and meet new friends.
What do you like most about it?
Probably the supercars.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are the supercars?
Like Lamborghinis, McLarens, and like Corvettes.
We have some great Mustangs. People have built some nice builds, Corvettes. I mean, we kind of have a whole gamut. There is a couple of supercars in town. There's a McLaren and another Lamborghini rolling around town, you'll see.
Every Friday since I've started here, we opened in May, it's been a really good turnout. Lately, since Halloween, there's been a lot of cars. And so the neighbors are kind of taking on to it a little bit better. The owner loves it. He's okay with the whole fact that they're here. So we're excited that they're here.
These kids from high school have just been randomly showing up. Some of them at the very beginning and just started taking in the passion and learning about it and then buying just a basically a frame and building it themselves. So it gives them something to do and creativity is what it shows for them, you know. And that's what I like the most about it, is giving them the passion.
If you have a talent, the Pahrump Arts Council wants you. They're holding auditions this weekend for acts wanting to participate in the Holiday Talent Show. That's set for Friday, December 10th. Ginger Forbes says the talent show is a new idea.
We decided this year to do something a little bit different. We have some really fun songs to do, and so we thought it would be really cool to involve the entire community and just do a holiday talent show and have anybody who wants to come and participate come and share their talents, because I know we have a lot of talented people in this community. Yeah. We want skits, and I don't know, if you have a magical talent, you could come and do a magic show. If you have pets that are talented, bring them. If you are an artist, we're going to have tables on the side that you can display your art. If you have any kind of talent, just come and audition on Saturday the 20th. We will be starting those about 1 o'clock in the afternoon and run those until people aren't coming anymore. The auditions are held at the LDS Church at 921 East Wilson Road.
And the event is scheduled for what date?
That is going to be December 10th at the Nye Communities Coalition building, about 7 o'clock, and it'll last probably about 9.
For more information about the Holiday Talent Show, you can email the Pahrump Visual and Performing Arts Council at info@pvpac.org. We'll be back with more News 25 right after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back. A new Cleveland Clinic study shows bariatric surgery can be an effective treatment for advanced fatty liver disease. Dr. Stephen Neeson explains more about the results.
The results were remarkable. For the progression of liver disease to liver cancer, cirrhosis, liver transplantation, or liver-related death, there was an 88% reduction in the patients that got bariatric surgery. That's an enormous reduction in risk.
For those unfamiliar, advanced fatty liver disease, formerly known as non-steatohepatitis or NASH, can develop as a result of obesity. Dr. Nissen says their goal with this study was to see if bariatric surgery could help stop the progression of NASH. So they looked at nearly 1,200 patients with confirmed advanced fatty liver disease who had a biopsy between 2004 and 2016, and they followed those patients through March of 2021. He says in addition to learning that bariatric surgery can help with advanced fatty liver disease, they also discovered that it was associated with a 70% lower risk of developing serious cardiovascular diseases.
To see the risk go down by such an enormous extent, that was surprising. And it was surprising for both liver-related adverse outcomes and heart-related adverse outcomes. They both showed a very, very large effect of surgery on how patients did.
Currently, there is no FDA-approved medication to treat fatty liver disease. However, Dr. Nissen says based on the evidence from their study, bariatric surgery could be an alternate treatment option for patients.
And it's Wednesday. That means it's time to meet another pet available for adoption from one of our local shelters. For today's Save a Pet, Darbie O'Donnell Westerman joins us from Desert Haven Animal Society, where she introduces us to Gracie.
Hi, I'm Darbie here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with Gracie. Gracie is a 1-year-old female medium domestic short hair. She is white and gray, beautiful, big green eyes, very, very friendly. She's actually one of the kitties that they can let out of the cage, and while they're cleaning out the other cages and stuff, she loves attention. She recalls really well. Just a super sweet kitty. If you want to come and see Gracie, or if any of her friends here in the cat room at Desert Haven Animal Society, give them a call, 775-751-7020, or you can look them up on their Facebook page at Desert Haven Animal Society.
What a cute cat. Well, before and after photos can make DIY projects look easy when they actually require lots of time, tools, and talent to get them done right. In today's Angie's List, Mallory talks about some of the hottest home improvement trends on TikTok and how to know whether they're right for you.
TikTok is full of DIY projects and magical home renovations that look easy, chic, and picture perfect. Mallory Misitich, a home care expert at Angie, is here to talk about what's behind TikTok's trending home projects and offers tips on how to make those projects a reality in your own home.
With more time at home throughout the pandemic, people have turned to DIY home projects to update their living spaces. And they're often turning to TikTok for inspiration. Social media is full of DIY home improvement content that makes everything look fast, easy, cheap, and flawless. But social media can also be misleading.
Painting countertops and stenciling tiles has become a popular trend on TikTok for an easy and affordable way to dress up your home. However, it's important to consider the long-term impact of painting over countertops. Paint is likely to chip and stain, and epoxy can yellow over time. It also can't always handle the heat and moisture that comes with everyday use in the kitchen.
Stenciling tiles or stenciling your floors may look great on TikTok, but it's pretty hard to do any pattern perfectly time after time after time, and paint tends to chip, meaning lots of touch-ups. The paint many people use for these projects isn't very water resistant, so it might not be great for most tiled rooms like bathrooms or kitchens. Instead, consider installing new tiles that are already patterned. Or if you're in a rental, peel and stick tiles can be a great option to update the space. Retiling can still be a reasonable DIY project, but will last longer and look neater.
DIY videos also make bigger bathroom remodels look feasible, but while there are components you can take on yourself, there are some best left to the pros. Waterproofing the space is critical to making it durable and preventing problems down the road. Also, unless you're experienced in plumbing and electricity, those two areas are safer when handled by experts.
A lot of what we're seeing on TikTok is creative ways to organize your space and hide the clutter. Whether it's multi-purpose furniture or matching pantry jars, think about what will make things easier versus more tedious for you. We all love beautifully organized pantry, but we may not be thrilled about emptying snack bags or the process of that every single time we get home from the grocery store. Look for organization projects that look great, but will also work for you, your home, and your family.
There are plenty of other cosmetic TikTok trends like painting patterned accent walls, installing shiplap walls or ceilings, and repurposing closets as desks, mudrooms, and more. Some projects are more permanent than others, so consider whether your next DIY project can be reversed if your landlord or future buyer isn't thrilled with the change.
And lastly, think about why you want to take on a TikTok DIY project and whether you're okay with the outcome being anything less than professional quality. Remember that social media videos can be filmed over time, can be edited, can be retouched, and can be misleading. We found, according to our Angie research, that DIY projects tend to take longer and cost more than people expect. Ask yourself if you have the times, tools, and talent to get the job done well. And if not, bring in a pro to handle it for you.
Do you have questions about your home projects? Tweet them using hashtag AskingAngie. That's hashtag AskingAngie, and you may get some tips in an upcoming segment.
I would probably have just used my own cell phone for that.
Probably, yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to have more news right after this break.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
And welcome back. A brand new high school is setting out to serve the underserved in Durham, North Carolina, using the Cristo Ray unique model. This new school combines academics with a work-study program, giving students an advantage. Brian Jodas reports.
I want to keep it as threes, with 3 squared.
This is Cristo Ray Research Triangle High School, a Catholic high school in Durham.
The mission of the school is it's not just enough for kids to get a good education and to graduate from high school. We're thinking beyond that.
They get this invaluable work experience. It's a highly rigorous college prep program. We don't make any bones about it. This is a college prep school. And that means that the academics have to be rigorous.
That means students spend time on campus and out in the corporate work environment.
It goes hand in hand, academics with career readiness. And we've been so blessed to have so many companies that believe in the mission, that see the need in a school like this and the mission, where our kids go once a week and they work that one day.
My job is Isla. It's a Hispanic school where people go and they learn a different language, Spanish. They either relearn it, they teach you how to speak it, write it in different ways.
I work at Diaper Bank, so basically we help people in need with like people that need diapers, so like we just help them out a lot.
And it's a partnership between the school, the students, and the employer.
We're also going to pair them up with a way that they can help pay their tuition and also gain invaluable work experience working in corporate America, working in Lenovo, working at Cisco, working at Cree, Subway, North Carolina, any number of the 19 partners that we have.
In Durham, I'm Brian Jodas.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Isn't it pretty outside? We got that moon coming up right above the ridge over on the Vegas side.
Yep.
Find out more about our weather right after this.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. Lovely to see you on a Wednesday. And what beautiful fall-esque weather we have, shall we say. It's not quite winter weather. It's still pretty much stuck in fall. Fernley, Fallon, Carson City, Tonopah, all the way down to Goldfield. You're ranging from 49 all the way up to 55 degrees. That's kind of a short range of temperatures, but it graduates as we head south. Beatty, all the way up to 68. Woo! Amargosa, look at you. Smoking hot at 74 degrees, like a barbecue out there. 72 in Las Vegas. And out to Death Valley, a scant 83 desert degrees. Well, that's all you got for us. Here in Pahrump, 65 degrees is our current temperature. We're heading down to low tonight of 42 as the wind blows at us gently, 4 miles per hour. Humidity at 35%. We should see some clouds gathering with that much humidity, wouldn't you think? The sunset this evening at 4:34. But don't worry, it's coming back tomorrow, 6:24 a.m. We'll look forward to it bright and early. High tomorrow of 73 degrees and a low tomorrow night of 49 as the winds blow at us about 9 miles per hour. That's about as burly as it gets all week. Check this out as we head on into the week. Cloudy skies Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, clear skies. How wonderful and nice. And then a couple more days of clouds, another sunshine next Wednesday. Temperatures, the big trend, I guess, is down about 5 degrees from the start of the week to the end of the week. And the lows at night comfortably in the mid-40s. It's going to be not too bad. You know, what can I say? Good time to maybe get your furnace tuned up before it starts getting serious. All right, back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
Thanks so much, John. Well, Second Amendment Guns is going to be having their soft grand opening. I know that a lot of you have been waiting for that shooting range to open there on Basin Avenue. They're at 1360 East Basin Avenue. They're having this on November 26th from 10 until 6 p.m. If you want to be a vendor, they're still looking for vendors, and you can contact them. You can email Christine Moran at training@second, and that's the number 2, secondamendmentguns.com. And of course, everything's going to be open that day. It's going to be a wonderful grand opening for Second Amendment Guns. And come on by 1360 East Basin Avenue. There's a thing happening this weekend, right?
Yeah, so on November 19th, there's going to be a partial lunar eclipse. It's supposed to be like the longest one we've had since like 500 and some odd years. It'll be the longest lunar eclipse of this century. So
wow. What time is that?
It's supposed to
when the sun goes down.
Yeah, so obviously they said probably around 9 o'clock-ish.
Wow.
So we should be able to see a partial.
All right, can't wait for that. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Stacy Jensen. Good night.
Good night.